Being friends with introverts is hard sometimes. Did they die? Are they just recharging? Are they Batman now? The suspense is killing me. The INTP experience. Joins a new community. Why don't you introduce yourself? Me. My equally depressed friends and I checking in on each other to make sure we're all doing okay. I have two moods. Being a silly little goofball. Hitting the limit and going non-verbal. When my brain goes on a little adventure instead of being present for the conversation I'm having. I wish I could Google search my own mind and just type in stuff like, what are my favorite movies? Or, what was the name of the place with the really good egg rolls? Me in the full sensory overload surrounded by neurotypicals who have no idea how to help. People normalize letting people eat their lunch alone if they want and decompressing for 30 minutes without the pressure of being considered antisocial in the workplace. Gifted kid, also known as how did you go this far without getting diagnosed with autism or AD. If you ever think you are stupid, just know that one time a guy asked me what my attachment style was and I didn't know what that meant, so I said, PDF if it's over mail. I hate when people send it as a Word doc. INTP. I'm a serious person. Also INTP. Spaghetti carbonara. Never text me again. When you're dark and spooky but still a loving and caring person. Struggling to remember what I was talking about. Remembering vividly things that happened long ago. If I got possessed demonically, I wouldn't even notice it. With everything else I've got going on. Me on the first date. You're so beautiful. Have you ever questioned your existence? Dating is exhausting. Why? Linda Evangelista admits she is not interested in dating. I don't want to hear somebody breathing. The urge to avoid a 2-minute admin task is so strong that we'll clean our entire house and yours, reorganize our closets, and train for a marathon before we can muster the strength and executive function to complete the 2-minute admin task. When you're so comfortable in your own misery, squalor and self-pity that your ego begins to perceive opportunity to feel better as threats. When you have a lot of creative ideas but do not know how to execute them. Me. I'm a very private person. Someone. Hi. Me. So I'll start by describing some of my lighter traumas before I get into the real bad stuff. 6th grade, I forgot the science fair was next day. 10 p.m. in a panic, I find a loaf of molded bread my pops forgot to throw out. Made a study on mold, moisture and air. Got 2nd place in the school. 5th in the city. Bread so moldy I was praised for conducting weeks of research. Me. Hey, don't assume I'm dying alone. I might find someone. You don't know. Waiter. I asked if you were dining alone. Me. Oh, sorry. Yes. One time I was producing music for a Pizza Hut commercial, and during a call with the agency this guy from PH got on and said, "You know what we do? We create shush. No one asked us to put cheese in the crust. But guess what? We fluffing did it." And I literally think about him every day. Adders living in their parents' house. Adders when they move out and lose structure. Gaslighting me doesn't work because I already don't trust my memory and I don't care what actually happened. Do you ever leave a social situation and you're just like that was not my best work? What it feels like to get a text from a good friend. Don't you get tired of being alone? Me being alone. My alarm clock settings in the morning. Feels like my brain is constantly playing hide and seek. Always hiding the focus and seeking distraction. Trying to make my body understand that my fight or flight response is supposed to be life or death situation, not answering an email. You're so good under pressure. I can always count on you in an emergency. Overachieving procrastinator with a completely fluffed nervous system, now unable to do anything unless it's an emergency. Point of view. When start showing up as your whole self because you know someone's judgment of you is simply a reflection of their own insecurity. When you're just a naturally distant person who requires a lot of alone time in order to function properly but everyone keep taking it personally. When someone asks how you know everything but you just make answers up based on common sense and your high pattern recognition. When the villain in the movie has a PhD. Viewers without a PhD. They are just saying he's a smart villain. Makes sense. Viewers with a PhD. Grad school and academia drove him to madness. Makes sense. Hey, sorry it took me 6 days to get back to your text. I myself am understaffed at the moment, lol. When you're an introvert with zombie-level communication skills and a crippling social anxiety but people think you're just naturally calm and well-behaved. The traumatized urge to over-explain everything so that you're understood. Chill with me at your own risk. I literally don't mind being quiet for 6 hours straight. Me at midnight. Me in the morning. Me doing anything other than the thing that I need to do. I've got you a gift. It has your energy. The gift. When I reread the message for the 5th time and still don't know how to reply. I'm coming dangerously close to the age where I start doing puzzles on the dining room table for recreation. 23 missed calls. 120 messages. Me with my phone in silence. Me. I need to go out and socialize. Also me every time I'm free. Tell me about yourself a bit. INTXS for some reason. Become flesh. Perceive horrors. Disintegrate into dust. Refuse to elaborate. When you accidentally reveal too much of yourself to somebody you just met. What is an extreme sport? Searching for the right meme gif to send in your group chat before somebody else says something and the subject changes. When I remember bullsh while I'm meditating. How others see INTP. How INTP see themselves. INXP's daydreaming. Sometimes I'm a loaf. How fake procrastinator look when real procrastinator procrastinate at them. Motivational speaker. There's a tiger in you. The tiger in me. You believed in Santa for 10 years. Why can't you believe in yourself for 10 seconds?
Anybody tell you that's all, folks? There's always more. You just gotta ask for it. Now spread those wings and fly!
Anyway, last week